Bridging the gaps, strategies to improve memory in Alzheimer's patients. The stimulus material I will be using is the Alzheimer's Association 2024 Alzheimer's Disease Facts and Figures Special Report, which covers data regarding Alzheimer's disease, as well as the Maori Oral Narratives Pākehā Written Texts, which gives reason for the need to maintain memory. Alzheimer's is an ever-growing disease. Every year, more and more people over the age of 65 in the US are getting Alzheimer's disease. In 2024, 7 million people had Alzheimer's, and in 6 years, that number jumped all the way up to 8.5 million. This shows just how fast the number of Alzheimer's disease cases are growing and how important the issue is. By the year 2060, the number is supposed to double what it was in 2024, with nearly 14 million Alzheimer's cases. The dangers of Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's disease comes in steps. First is memory loss. As the brain becomes diseased, the Alzheimer's patient loses their memory and they forget things. When their memory gets too bad, they lose their ability to be independent. They forget where they are and sometimes who they are. Next is organ failure. As the body becomes even more diseased, the brain sometimes forgets how to take care of the organs, and this can lead to death. This, because it's so quick, it's really dangerous. Why are new treatment options necessary? New treatment options are necessary because of the danger of Alzheimer's disease. With more and more people dying every year from the disease, it's important to find a cure. Shared memories. Although people have shared memories, when they lose their ability to share these memories, it may make it difficult to transfer memories, especially for those in small communities like the Maori. In the Maori community, everything is shared verbally. There's nothing written down in the history. Inequality in treatment. As stated by Robin W. Birkeland, funding is just not fair in all care facilities, so this makes it impossible for all treatments to be equal. Some may be better, some may be worse. So, this provokes the question, what are the best non-pharmaceutical treatment options available for those with Alzheimer's disease? There are 3 main options: exercise, sound, and memories. Each treatment option is beneficial in its own way, but when used in tandem with other treatments, it becomes even more powerful. Each treatment option has the same goal in mind: extending the life of those with Alzheimer's disease while simultaneously helping them remember. Solution 1, exercise. The benefits of exercise help to maintain memory. As exercise helps maintain memory as a result of the body being more active. When the body is more active, there's an increase in the cardiovascular system, which supplies more blood and oxygen to the brain. The leading cause of memory loss in those with Alzheimer's disease is a lack of oxygen in the brain. With more memory comes more independence, as stated by J. Alexander Day. Another benefit of exercise is a decrease in amyloid beta plaque. Amyloid beta plaque occurs in those with Alzheimer's disease, but aerobic exercise has been seen to decrease that plaque. The plaque is a protein that builds up in the brain, leading to blockages and lack of blood flow. Solution 2, sound. Sound helps with memory stimulation, as sound, and especially music, are one of the last things forgotten by the brain. So, for example, hearing a familiar song can bring back a memory. Sound can also synchronize the brain. As stated by Lee Hoot Tsai, 40 Hz sound waves have been shown to increase gamma wave production in the brain. This leads to increased memory. Another benefit is a reduction in anxiety and depression. As stated by Goran Beljevic, sound therapy has been proven to decrease anxiety and depression in those with Alzheimer's disease. This makes sound an excellent non-pharmaceutical and effective form of therapy, which helps those with Alzheimer's both emotionally and mentally. Solution 3, memories. Memories help through 3 main ways. Memory recollection. Memory recollection helps by giving people a thing to build off of. Once you talk with someone with shared memories, you can piece together things. Next is sharing of culture. In small cultures, such as the Maori, it is hard to remember things. So when Alzheimer's comes into play, sharing culture and sharing memory helps them piece things together and remember. Brain stimulation. Those with Alzheimer's disease sometimes aren't stimulated enough, and this can lead to memory loss. So, why are multiple treatment options necessary? Multiple treatment options are necessary because they target the brain in different ways. Through memory recollection, sharing of culture, and brain stimulation, those with Alzheimer's disease can recall their memories. When used together, these three techniques can combine all of the benefits into one without any negative side effects. So, in conclusion, a combination of all three techniques would be most effective. By using a mix of treatments such as exercise, sound therapy, and memory recollection, we can create a more inclusive way to care for those with Alzheimer's disease.
Okay, I have a couple of questions. My first question is, did your research go in a different direction than you originally expected?
I had to change my research question a few times because at first I was looking for one reason or just one way that helps people with Alzheimer's. But when I kept researching, I only found a limited amount about each. So I decided that the best way might not be just one technique, might be a combination of multiple.
Okay, good. And my second question is, how is your conclusion in conversation with the body of literature or other research sources you examined?
Could you read that again?
How is your conclusion in conversation, like how does it compare, how does it fit in the conversation with the research that you had with the body of literature or other research sources you examined?
Oh, most of the research papers I read only talked about one thing, like exercise, sound therapy, music. Not many of them thought about including multiple things. They would research one thing and list the benefits of it. I didn't find any sources that listed multiple benefits of multiple different therapies.
Very good.